Okay, in this video I'm going to show you uh, how to rip laps on the UMP class. And I'm going to show you my settings first. And in settings, I am using a steering wheel. I did the standard wheel calibrate, which got me to 904 degrees with the wheel and map range. I'm using just standard brake and gas, no clutch. UMP is only one gear anyway, so you don't have to shift. Once you're in first gear, you're in the highest gear. So everything else really is pretty standard on my settings. I turned lane assist off. I don't want the pilot car or anything. Graphics I have fairly high. I like good graphics. So really on the calibration side and cockpit controls, I don't have anything really specific or any driving aids or anything on to make this any easier or better. I will say the wheel force, however, that is one setting that you're going to have to maximize to figure out what you like. I have strength as 7. I have a G923 Logitech steering wheel, tensity 50%, and smoothing at 15%. Okay, we'll save, and then when you go over to the garage, I have not changed anything on the tires. The only thing I've done is the steering ratio. I have 8:1 and a -6 degree offset. I found that 6 degrees is good for me to go down the track fairly straight. And that's it. So let's go try some laps, and I'll show you kind of what I'm doing to do this. My first time I ever drove this car was very complicated to do one lap without hitting the wall. So one thing you'll want to watch in the bottom left hand corner of the screen is you'll notice the green bar is the gas. I'm never fully on the gas until like the end of the straightaway, and that's very important because if you're on the gas full the whole time, you'll spin out. You can do it full on the gas or full throttle, however, it's going to be very difficult to maintain control of the vehicle, if you would. So, alright, let's rip a lap right here and I'll show you what I mean. So right there I let off to about half gas around the corner, and then you want to start throttling out of the corner and back up to full. And that, I got way too sideways right there, but that's okay. So, a few things hopefully you learned right there is throttle control is more important. Steering, I really try to keep the middle bar on the wall, so you'll notice kind of that middle cross member in the in front of your screen, right on the inner corner of the wall, and that'll keep you going around the corner nice and smooth. If you go too far, that means you're turning too sharp. Obviously not far enough, it means you're going too straight. So right here I'll turn too sharp and you'll see what it looks like. So obviously too sharp. So once you do about 50 to 100 laps, you'll really start to understand how to go around the track. I would recommend just doing some slow laps without even drifting. And it'll really kind of give you a little bit of the control of the car, and then maybe go fast on the straightaways and then brake for the corners. It's one thing to drive a car on the track without other racers. Once there's other racers, that'll really put you to the test on how good you are, and being able to control your car without hitting the other players. Obviously, you can't control if they hit you. It's going to happen. Okay. I'm just going to play this out, maybe go to 20 laps. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and help set up your UMP car for successful racing on iRacing. Alright, so here's what it looks like, and I am going full tilt, lap 10 through 20. Enjoy. Alright, now I'm going to slick the track off a little bit, and then we'll do another 10 laps or so. Okay, so when you go into test drive to change the state of the track, you click on the test drive, and then you're going to have your car, the track. So this is Lanier National Speedway, Lanier. Then you click this third tab here with the weather. Then you go down to practice, start track state. Just move this to 10%. It makes a huge difference. You'll see the soft line of the track moves to the outside. It won't be a ton of slick yet, but yeah, let's go do a couple laps. Okay, we just got into the practice session. Let's see how the track has changed. We'll do a slow lap here and just kind of explain. So at 10%, you're going to see a lot of dark dirt up top here. That's going to be the cushion. And you'll really be able to ride that cushion hard if you want. I'll just show you right here. Pretty much stay full throttle if you want out here, and won't be much of an issue. This is 10% track state. That was a pretty bad lap. Let's try that again. Want to keep the car straighter to maintain speed. So I just did a 14.4. In 100% track state, I was able to hit a 13.9. So definitely going to be a little slower, but not really noticeably slow. I'm pretty sure I can still hit 13 in this track state, no problem. I'm just going to do about 10 laps here, and then do the review quick, and then I'm going to bump the track state up to 50%, and then you're really going to see a difference. .14.4. Whoa. It actually reset on lap 7. try that again. Let's do 3 quick laps here and we'll be done. Gain some speed for hopefully our best lap. We're going to try to hug the inside on this one. Oh, never mind. Bad entry, bad entry. Wow. Alright, might have to edit that one out. We're going to edit that out. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, I'm just getting way more sideways. Let's kind of watch what line we're doing quick. Let's go back to lap 10. There we go. So you'll see here I kind of start on the outside and then cut down in. I felt like that was the best way to keep the car straight, but I was still getting really sideways. You can definitely tell the track is more slippery. That comes with practice. I'm not a very good racer myself, still in Class D, so I'm sure some of the pros could really keep it straight, but I was struggling a little bit there. Might have been better off just riding the cushion right around the whole corner. The only thing is it feels like death on the last part of the corner. Get a little too sideways too early. I think I can maybe get like a 14.2. But let's crank up the track state a little bit and let's see what it looks like at 50%. So we're going to go back into the weather. Change just to 50%. Now we'll be back. Actually, let's do 55. I'll be back when it's all loaded. Okay, so I actually had to do some test laps off camera. So when it's slicked off, it is a way different feeling. I mean, you have no problem going sideways and spinning out. And I've noticed even in races, in multiplayer, it is insanely hard to keep control of your vehicle. So right there, you just see a way overturn, way slower of a lap. So far, best lap's 15.4. But let's maybe turn 5 laps here and see if we can get a faster lap. So we're on lap basically 10. Let's go to 15. And you'll see I like to ride the outside if possible. It's just not quite as slicked off. And then drop it down in. Well, we're going to have to really slow down for lost control. Not good. So this obviously takes a lot more practice. Don't get frustrated right away because it's just a matter of getting used to it. One thing you'll notice with this class car as well, at the turn, you do need gas. If you're fully off the gas, it's going to be pretty hard to turn. So we did a 15.29 is our fastest. Let's just go to the bottom a couple laps and see what happens. I don't think it'll be any faster. We did a 15.1. Throttle control is so important once it gets slicked off, really throttling out of the corner. And then you don't even have to go to full throttle now that it's slicked off, really. Oh. Alright, 2 more laps, won't be done. Gotta try to get that 14-second lap, which I don't think we're gonna do here. Let's see if we can get really far outside of the side. No, we're just gonna hit the wall. There's not much for cushion left at 50%. We can try to go up there, but I think we'll just hit the wall. There we go, there we go. Let's see if we can ride it into this corner. Nope. Alright, let's leave it at that. Okay, let's look from lap 15. Right there, I was trying to ride the top of the dry slick, but it's pretty hard to maintain control. See right there, I got way too sideways. Lost all my speed. Pretty smooth around the track though, still. Not bad. That one was bad. I just couldn't maintain speed on the inside corner. I didn't feel like that was fast. I think the outside was fast, but it's hard not to hit the wall when there's no cushion left.